finally here. It's about to get serious. So we have a mission. We've got some decorating to do, and I need your help. I need you to come with me. There's a lot of Christmas cookies to eat. I don't think I can do it alone. Think we can do it? Christmas 2021? We're gonna be merry as... Look, all I need you to do is jingle all the way. Nobody likes a half-ass jingler. If you're ready to jingle all the way, then you can come, because we're leaving early. Sleigh's about to head out. Let's go. Come on. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's finally November, Halloween is over, and that means it is Christmas. Mariah Carey has finished defrosting, and it is time for Michael Bublé to come out to play, and it's Christmas time, which means it's time for my first 2021 Christmas decorating video, and I literally cannot wait. If you're new here, my name's Kilee, and I like to decorate for holidays. Holidays are my jam. I can't believe we're finally here, and I'm so excited to celebrate another year on YouTube with you guys, decorating and just spreading a lot of holiday cheer. Christmas time and Christmas decorations make me so happy. I mean, honestly, have you ever seen somebody cry while eating a Christmas cookie? Because me either. I'm pretty sure they fix everything. There's so much fun I have in store. There's so many things I want to do this year, and I'm just super excited to get started with decorating my porch for Christmas. So you guys know I'm big on the outdoor decor, like call me Clark Griswold. I aspire for people to slow down when they drive by my house. Like I literally live for that. I want my house to be extra, and that's okay. I want my electric bill to be high, and that's okay too. But in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I did it, how I went above and beyond this year. I really bit off a little bit more than I can chew, I think, and trust me, about halfway through I was like, I think I made a mistake. But here we are. I did it, it's done, and I'm gonna share it with you guys today. So let's get started. So I'm starting out by giving my porch a little wash with my favorite thing, the pressure washer. I feel like such an adult when I use my pressure washer. Not to mention that it's extremely satisfying to use and so cool. I try to do this every time I redecorate my porch because it does get kind of gross out here. Thank you, pine trees in North Carolina and birds and all of that, but whatever. Let me tell y'all, the best part is right after I finished pressure washing and put it away and started decorating, I literally spilled my coffee all over the porch. Not only was that sad because I had just pressure washed the porch, but it was also sad because then I didn't have any coffee. So that kind of sucked. Didn't start my day off on a very good note, but it's okay. We're gonna turn it around. Can't make this kind of stuff up, y'all. I really can't. Alright, so obviously I'm feeling adventurous this year. I have some time now because I'm not working full time anymore, and if you've been around, you know I love a good DIY and I love thinking out of the box. Like if I see something that I like, I'm gonna try to make it. So that's what I did. Not to mention, also, my daughter told me that our porch wasn't very exciting last year, so obviously I had to take that as a challenge and bring it up a couple notches. And this year, I'm doing just that. It's going big, y'all. Starting with making my own archway around the door. I'm using command hooks and chicken wire to create the back of the arch. I'm gonna secure everything to the chicken wire and shape it to be like an arch that goes over the top of the door. I ended up using 3 separate pieces of the wire and a ton of command hooks. I love a good command hook. I use those for everything around the holidays. Once I got all of the wire and stuff up, I started attaching ornaments. I got ornaments from Walmart because I figured that that was probably the cheapest option, and I didn't want breakable ones, of course. I started with buying 50 to see how far it got me, which really was only about 10 bucks. If I'm being honest, it's probably best to start with more like 100 or 150 if you're gonna do something just like this, because I ran out of ornaments way faster than I thought. After I got the ornaments attached that I did have, I started attaching lights. I went in a zigzag pattern and attached them with zip ties. Thank you, husband, for having zip ties always readily available for me. I actually used just 2 boxes of lights, which was not bad at all. I got the white ones, white lights, and they're just gonna go behind to give it like some shine through all of the stuff that I'm gonna put on the front. me know down below, who do you need gift ideas for? I'm planning out my gift guides and I really want to share ones that y'all will actually need and utilize. So throughout all my upcoming decorating videos, I'm going to be sharing a few gift ideas in each one, so make sure to tell me what you want to see down below and I will do my best to include it. So it took me a while to get the hang of putting the lights on, but when I figured out to do them like towards the side, towards the edges, it got a lot easier. I would suggest maybe putting your lights on before you hang this up if you have something similar to mine, like where it's gonna be in between two things, just because it would have been easier, but it still worked out pretty good, I think. Pretty secure on here, goes all the way around, and I'm about to cut off all the excess of the zip ties. So that way, obviously you won't want to see them. Also got several things of garland, but I also didn't get enough of that either. I actually used almost double this amount that I got the first time. First time around I used it to cover up the lights, but honestly, if I was gonna do it again, I would probably attach more ornaments first and then put the garland. I think that probably would have been easier. But hey, I get to do it first, so that way I can tell y'all the best way to do it. You should probably attach your lights first, then all your ornaments, and then your garland. I went a little bit out of order, but I think that sequence probably makes the most sense because it would have been way easier. So if I ever have to do this again, at least I'll know. I also picked up some of this like tulle ribbon stuff. I don't actually know what it's called, but people use it for wreaths. And I figured like this is basically one big wreath, you know, so it should go on here. I started trying to weave it up like the garland, but then I decided that it would actually be better if I just cut pieces of it and tied them. So it made for like little bow looking things, and it took up a good amount of space, which was really nice because I had a lot of empty spots at this point. So I definitely recommend getting this stuff. I would just cut it though, and then I tied it around the lights to make it stay. As always, if you see anything that you can't live without and you must have, I will try to link it down below. If it's not the exact thing, I usually do my best to find something similar because I do use a lot of the same decor year after year, and I have a lot of family decor too. So make sure to check down below and feel free to let me know in the comments if I missed anything or if you have any questions. I love talking to y'all a lot, so any comment that I get means the world to me. Okay, so ignore I have no makeup on. I've been busting my butt all day. As you can see, I have gotten like this far up with like finishing what I was like trying to do here. And there's still some holes that need to be filled in even on the part that I am like finished with. But on this side, as you can see, it needs a lot more. So I'm gonna have to go back to Walmart, which is definitely gonna like up the budget for this. But that's okay. I think at this point with what I have, I've only spent like 20 bucks, okay? So, you know, if I get double, that'll be like 40 bucks. So after day one of using everything that I had bought, I went back to the Walmart to get more ornaments and more garland. I got bigger ornaments and a few different types of garland to start like filling in all over to see if I could take up some more space. This part was a little stressful and kind of where I started wondering if maybe I had girl bossed a little too close to the sun. That was a TikTok reference, by the way. Sorry about that. But honestly, I was worried, okay? Usually I can see something coming together, but I did not see this. This is your friendly reminder that sometimes even those of us who do this for a living doubt ourselves. After all, I'm just your average, overly Christmas-obsessed 30-year-old girl with a camera standing in her front yard trying her best, okay? And to be honest, all my neighbors probably think I'm a weirdo since I decorate in October, but it's all good. I was a little stressed at this point. I was like, is this gonna turn out like I think it is? It's definitely a big undertaking, but I'm really glad that I did it. If you're new here, my name is Kilee. I'm 30 years old and my middle name is really Rainbow. I'm the type of mom who binge eats Christmas cookies while binge watching Christmas movies. And if you haven't noticed, holidays are kind of my jam. I make YouTube videos about motherhood, DIYs, home decor, and what it's like to be me, someone who's slightly domestic and really, really relatable. I have 2 daughters who are 5 and 9 and a husband who works in the oil field, which means he's hardly ever here. You can always count on me to bring wine if we're gonna hang out, and I'm only a Pinterest mom if it can be done in like less than 15 minutes. So if you relate to any of that and you're not subscribed, hopefully you will. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram for more DIYs and behind the scenes of our life. Anyway, let's get to know each other. First question, what's your favorite Christmas song? I'll tell you what mine is not. It is not that Mariah Carey song, but for some reason I still hear it 800 times a day, all November and December long. For the last little bit of the arch, I used some tree picks and then like random ornaments and ribbon and pretty much anything else I could find that was like on the theme. And I wanted to make it like really full looking, so that's what I did. I would 100% recommend making this, but I would definitely buy way more than you think you're gonna need to begin with. You could also make it smaller. Mine, I wanted to cover the windows that go along the side of my door, but if you didn't have windows there, then you could definitely make it about half the size and not use nearly as much stuff. No, I couldn't just stop at the garland, so I had to put red lights down the pathway, and I used these little light stakes. They're meant actually for bigger lights, but I love using them for small strands of lights like this too, because honestly, if you can use something like this to stretch your lights out, you will cover so much more area and not need nearly as many lights. And I also added some candy canes that I picked up recently at Walmart. I was loving sticking with the candy cane theme for the porch, and it made me want to keep up the theme throughout the yard. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but wouldn't that be cute? I just feel like a candy cane themed yard would be adorable, but only time will tell. I've got a couple tricks up my sleeve. Hey, we need to chat about what's coming up. If you're not subscribed, here's my chance to convince you to. Of course, we're in the middle of full-blown holiday time until the end of the year, which means you can expect tons of Christmas decor. That means decorating the front yard with like 10,000 lights, no joke, decorating inside my house, and decorating like 7 Christmas trees. And that's just to name a few things. Even though I love Christmas, I also don't forget about Thanksgiving though, so I'll be sharing a Thanksgiving homemaking routine with recipes, Thanksgiving decor, and a beautiful cheese board. There will also be lots of Christmas homemaking and party ideas, Christmas crafting and DIYs, and lots of gift ideas thrown in there wherever I can. So make sure to subscribe. I promise that I will keep it real, keep it on a budget, and that we're gonna have fun, duh. Joanna Gaines always gets me with these little metal signs. I just think her stuff is so cute. I'm not gonna lie, I die over the whole line. I would love to have it all in my house, but it's pricey, and for Target, like, she kills me though. I love it. But this one is my favorite. I wanted this for so long, and I was so excited when I finally got it. I always stick the little metal signs to my door with double-sided tape, but apparently the door is metal. So my husband says anyway, and I could use magnets, like mind-blowing, y'all. So check that out, because apparently your door might be metal too, and I had no idea. Of course, I had to break out my King of Christmas outdoor stuff. There's a link for these down below, and I just love these little trees and this wreath. They're such a good quality, and they're battery powered and have a timer, which is super nice. I'll never get over the fact that I used to dream about having 2 little trees standing by my front door when I was a kid. I always thought that that was so cute, and I never really had that. So I don't know. It's just one of those things that when I put this part up, I just always think of that, and it makes me so happy. Okay, so I know I'm extra about Christmas. It's my thing. It makes me happy. I decorate over the top and I do the most, but I want to remind you that your holiday will be special and awesome, and your kids will have a great time even if you don't put up 7 Christmas trees like I do. You don't have to keep up with me or anyone else on the internet that you see, okay? You don't need to do that to have a memorable Christmas. And it might sound like I'm from some sort of sappy Hallmark movie or whatever, but Christmas really isn't about stuff and decorations. I just like to put that out there because home decor is my job, and that's why I have so much of it. So please don't feel like you need to blow your budget to get another tree or to buy more lights unless you genuinely want to. Okay, that's all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I love you guys, and you know I just have to say that. Okay, so people always ask how I plug everything in, and we do have one outlet here, and so I have these lights that are in this lantern plugged into there. There's an extension cord plugged in here, and in that extension cord there's another extension cord that goes to these lights that go down the path and the candy canes, and then the other extension cord goes up to this, my archway, and there's lights all in there, as you guys know. Then this tree and this tree are battery powered, and the wreath is also battery powered. And then these lights plug into this strand, and then down there is another extension cord, you can see it here, that plugs into this strand. So if you have any more questions about how I plug things in or, you know, make it all work, just let me know. Once I get to doing my whole outdoor decorating video, I'll be sure to share, you know, how I do that. And it just takes a lot of extension cords and a little bit of planning. So now that I'm finished with this and everything's done, I want to give you guys a little up close. So I definitely could probably use a little bit more filler in here. It took a lot more stuff than I thought it would. So I did make a couple trips to the store, but I really love how it turned out. So up close you can see the chicken wire behind everything a little bit, but for the most part it's not too bad, so I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. If y'all have any questions about the process of how I made this arch, I hope that I explained it well. If there's anything I left out, then please leave it down below, because like I said, this was my first time ever making something like this, and I really had nothing to go off of besides a couple things that I saw on Pinterest. So I basically decided to wing it, and it turned out really good. But make sure to listen to my tips, because I think that next time I would do things a little bit different. But I'm really glad that I did this because the finished product looks so good. So just let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help. Obviously, we want to turn the lights out and see what this looks like at night, because that is the most magical part. 1, 2, 3. Alright y'all, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you're looking for more Christmas content, I have the perfect video for you, so make sure you click just right up here. And don't go anywhere, because I would love to have you stick around. Oh, and if no one's told you today, you're doing a great job.